Hello guys, and welcome back to the channel. It has been a hot minute since I've posted. It has been a long time, and I had this goal a really long time ago to get a Google Doc spreadsheet with all the times for every single car, all the speeds, so I could compare them all. And I quit playing for a while, and I don't own a lot of the older cars, so I didn't think I'd ever be able to do this. But since the trading update is coming out soon, I can actually go back and in theory test every single car. So we're going to start today with the La Muchador, whatever it's called. I don't know why they named it something weird. For some reason, I guess they named it the La Matador, the Lamborghini. I don't know who actually calls it that. We also have the Surus here. I'm going to be testing these cars and figuring out which one is faster in jailbreak, just at everything, at off-roading, acceleration, braking. My car disappeared, and I want to do this for every single car in jailbreak. So if you want to see other cars, make sure to like and subscribe, and you'll see them soon. So this isn't going to be a normal speed test video where a lot of Roblox YouTubers will just drag race the cars, which is a terrible way to find out how fast they are. I've actually got a track that goes around the map that I'll show you in a second, and I'll be driving each one of these cars around the track 3 times and timing the speed and the time it takes them to get around the track. And that actually tests the acceleration, the braking, the handling, all that other stuff that makes a car worth driving. And in theory, it tells you how much money you can get driving that car. So obviously, like, this car is going to be a lot faster than the Camaro. I really hope. If it's not, I'm going to be concerned. I just looked it up and it's not that much faster. Anyways, here's the track we'll be doing during the map. I'll just show you real quick. I'm starting right here by the airport. I'll be going along the highway without making any major turns off of it for a while, just going all the way through Crater City, through the trade port, until I get around again to the volcano. Then I'm going to keep going straight, and I'm going to go straight through the town as quickly as possible. And, like, you know, people don't usually drive 120 miles per hour through a town, so it'll be a bit bumpy. People that don't own Honda Civics anyways. Yeah, so we drive through the town, and I'm going to make a full stop at the gas station when I get there, just from full speed, slam the brakes, go to 0 miles per hour, and then take off again as quickly as possible. And I do that to test the braking and acceleration. Then I take a left right here into the city and do the same thing at the jewelry store, and then drive through the tunnel until I'm on this road right here. Then I'll be taking a right and going along the main road until I get back to this crossing. I'll take a right to get back on the highway, and I'll drive all the way along the highway just until I get back to the airport. Once I'm at the airport, I'll hit stop, and that'll be the time. And it should be somewhere between 3 minutes and 5 minutes. So now that you know how the test works, I'm not going to make you wait forever to actually show you the results. I'm going to talk about the cars and play the runs real quick here. And yeah, let's just get right into it. I don't drag out my videos. They're usually straight to the point. If that doesn't deserve you hitting the like button, I don't know what does. In case you were curious, I use the best upgrades for these. I never actually used a spoiler on them because spoilers can mess with the results a lot, and they're not usually included in top speed. It's just too controversial. But I did set the braking to level 3 on every single car, the engine to level 5. I'll be doing that for all of these tests. And I set the handling to whatever I thought was best. So for the Lamborghini, I set it to the highest setting, which wasn't really an issue. It doesn't go fast enough to really have issues around turns. For the Surus, I set it to medium because it's already pretty high up in the air, and it didn't cause any issues. Lower suspension is generally faster because it glues your car to the road and allows you to go around turns at higher speed without flipping over, unless it causes problems with off-roading and bugging out. So the La Matador, if you don't use the normal people name, and the Surus are actually very similar in price. The Surus only costs $9,000 more, making it $109,000, while the Lamborghini is $100,000. So they're actually very similar, but a lot of people use the Lamborghini for several reasons. It spawns in more locations. I think it spawns in 3. And it looks more like a supercar. It's more of an entry-level supercar, and so I think new players think of it as a flex and might not know that the Surus is actually a much better car. More on that later. But the Surus only spawns in 1 location, making it difficult to get, I believe, which is the police base, the prison. So it's actually kind of difficult to get if you're a criminal sometimes, if you don't have the upgraded garage game pass so that you can spawn vehicles anywhere. So it's a bit less convenient, but overall the Surus is actually a much better car when it comes to top speed and braking and off-roading. The Surus is very good at climbing hills without losing much momentum, and it's generally pretty good at handling and going around turns at high speed, comparable to how much it costs. It does roll sometimes. It never rolls when I'm testing it because I don't roll it. That breaks the whole test. but it would roll sometimes if you tried to take turns too quickly. The Lamborghini would never roll, but it's just not that great at handling. The braking is actually pretty terrible on the Lamborghini. I think it's the worst of all supercars. The handling sucks. It's generally all right sometimes when it goes over bumps, but every now and then it'll stop for no good reason in the middle of the road when it hits a small bump. That happened once when I was testing it, and I had to redo that section of the test again because it screwed up the time too much. Some people think that the Lamborghini with a level 5 engine is worse than the Camaro with a level 5 engine, but that's another test for another day, but I would be happy to do that and definitely will. For the results, the Lamborghini got 4 minutes and 42 seconds the first time around, 4 minutes and 49 seconds the second time around, and 4 minutes and 42 seconds again on the third time around, making its average time about 284.3 seconds, or 3 minutes and 44 seconds. The Surus actually did much better. It got 4 minutes and 22 seconds the first time around, 4 minutes and 14 seconds the second time around, and 4 minutes and 29 seconds the third time around. So the average seconds were 261.6 seconds, or 3 minutes and 21.6 seconds. And the third time around with the Surus, I actually tried to do a bit more off-roading. It was a bit of a mistake. I don't really think it bought me much time. It's not great at off-roading. It's just better than other supercars generally. And what didn't really buy me much more time. I think it actually lost time. So the Lamborghini is actually 92% as fast as the Surus, which means that the Surus is 8% faster than the Lamborghini, which isn't a lot, but it's still a pretty big difference considering it's only $9,000 in price. And for the fact that you can have 4 people in the Surus, I'd say it's definitely worth the extra $9,000, making the Surus the clear winner of this video, and I would definitely recommend it over the Lamborghini. There should be videos on both my left and right if you want to watch more content like this from my channel. And thank you again for watching. If you're interested in joining my Discord, we have a really cool Discord community, and I live stream a lot of games, sometimes Roblox, sometimes other games like Zelda Breath of the Wild that I'm pretty good at. Just whatever I want. It's usually a pretty good time. And yeah, thank you everyone for stopping by. Again, I'll have more videos like this out soon, and everyone have a great day.